This is your source for local news in the Heartland. This is KTVO's Good Morning Heartland.
And welcome back. It is 6:26. When it comes to your air conditioning filter inside your home, do you know how often to change it out or what to look for when it's collected enough gunk? If not, don't worry, you're not alone. We have Tim Peters here from Peters Heating and Air Conditioning to break it all down for us. Good morning. How are you?
Good morning. I'm great. How are you?
I'm doing great. So the number one question is, where are most air conditioning filters located in our home?
With a forced air system, most of the filters are located just prior to the equipment inside.
Okay.
There's usually a door or something that's usually marked filter.
Okay. And what do we look for when changing out a filter? Like, obviously, this is a clean filter right here, right?
Yes, we've got a clean filter here. This is a pleated filter. This is what most people have. It's a disposable filter. When it gets dirty like this one, you throw it away.
So how often should you change out a filter?
It's a good question. This summer, with the amount of heat and dust that we've had, usually we'll say about once a month, but the run times that we've experienced, the units have not shut off. You might actually even look at it once every other week. Wow. Now we're getting to some milder weather, back to once a month, at bare minimum in a normal year, 4 times a year.
Okay. Now when it comes to dirty filters like this, now can we just maybe use a brush or a vacuum cleaner to suck up all the gunk off of it and reuse it, or do we actually use a new filter?
Only in an extreme situation where you do not have a filter and it's really dirty should you brush it off. A paper filter like this that has the paper edging, you should throw them away, get a new one. You can pick them up at most hardware stores.
Okay. And now, are there different types of filters when it comes to winter and summertime?
Not between winter and summertime. You'll use the same type of filter. However, there are different kinds of filters that you do clean off. This would be an example of a permanent filter. It's got a metal edging around it. You can take that out and clean it off with water. There are a number of different filters. If you're curious about that, give us a holler.
Yeah, so would you just go outside and rinse it off, or is there something you take out? Or
in the summertime, yeah, most people take it out, hose it out with their garden hose. In the wintertime, a lot of folks will put them in their shower.
Really? Now, and obviously, do you want to let it dry before you're putting it back in?
Yes, let it dry, otherwise it just creates a mess. But it's not detrimental to the unit to put it back in if it's a little moist.
Okay. All right. Well, thanks so much. And if all else fails, if you have any other questions or just aren't sure, obviously call the experts and they'll go ahead and come out and look for things for you. Thanks so much for coming on.
Thank you for having me.
All right.